Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, and I hope you like me. Getting to know.
Hello, Cheryl, and welcome you to the BDF interviews. I know you couldn't get here live with us, but thank you for being here online.
Absolute pleasure.
And hope you had a good morning.
Yes, not too bad, thank you.
Very good.
Very good.
And so let's just start with the simple questions, like always, with everyone I did. Have you always wanted to be a dancer?
Originally, when I was very young, I actually wanted to be a singer.
Oh.
And I did ask my parents. I was only 9 years old, so I had no idea what that would involve, but I did ask them if I could go to stage school. Not knowing that that would be an expense, because I wanted to sing and dance, really. There was a group on Top of the Pops called Pan's People. They were a group of dancers, and I said to them, I want to go on Top of the Pops and like be Pan's People, etc., etc. My dad was, no, we're not going to do that. You need an education, etc. And then some friends of mine started to go ballroom dancing. So I asked if I could go along with them, and the rest is history, really. So in a way, yes, I always knew I wanted to do something to do with the arts.
Yeah, and you just mentioned word education. I know that a lot of parents do worry about education, and then especially when children want to do some kind of artistic things, as a career. How important do you feel education is, for a dancer or for a singer or for any art performer?
That's a real difficult one, because obviously when I was a child, once I'd got into dancing, all I wanted to do was dance. So in my mind, the education wasn't so important, which is a really bad thing to admit. Because I used to daydream in class about getting to practice that night, and it never occurred to me that I would fail, because I was obviously that much younger. But now, being a parent,
yes,
having children, of course,
and grandchildren as well,
and grandchildren, your perspective on life changes, obviously, from when you were younger. So now I think, it's always better to have a backup plan, for sure.
So would you change anything, knowing what you know now to what you did when you was a child? No, still not.
Still no.
But then it means that you did choose the right path, and
Yeah, I don't know, do you call it lucky, fortunate? Yeah, I was very focused, and and it worked for me. So
yeah. And pick up on the word lucky. So how much do you think luck how luck is important in our industry, or do you think it's hard work more important?
I think obviously the hard work is very important. I mean, there are so many gifted people in the world, but having a natural talent, as I always say to my children, having a natural talent isn't enough. You have to be prepared to work at it. So I think obviously the hard work is paramount. But having said that, there are in our business, there are maybe pockets of luck, in as much as you can arrive at one of the major competitions and some of your closest rivals could be out of the competition through injury. So you might then achieve a higher status. So, sometimes, the right place, the right time, I think is definitely maybe something to do with it as well.
Right. And if you could learn a new skill right now, what would that be? What new skill would you like to learn?
I think maybe IT, because I'm really not very good at the whole computer thing, and constantly ask the children, like, do I need to do this or this or this? So maybe a better understanding of technology, maybe, would be my thing.
So is that one of your part of the bucket list things to do?
There are far too many things on my bucket list that's not really kind of
all right. Well,
important
could we hear a few? Could we hear a few?
just different things that, you know, that I want to do, but silly little things. I've traveled extensively, like most people, but like I've never been to Liverpool. I want to go to Liverpool, and I want to see the cavern where the Beatles started, and I want to go and ferry across the Mersey and sing the song as I go. So I'd rather do that than sit and learn a computer.
So, and actually, when you mentioned before singing, do you sing at all now? Do you use your...
I absolutely love to sing, but I'm told by people closest to me that it's a good job I can dance. But if I'm on my own and if I'm in the car, you know, Barbara Streisand will go onto Alexa or onto the CD, and I just sing at the top of my voice.
I guess that's your children, that your children probably say that to you, because for some reason children never like parents singing. They always
ever. And of course, two of them, Fletcher, my oldest, and Scarlett, my youngest, they both went to stage school. So obviously they have quite an understanding of the voice.
So do you think they followed that, your path? Because obviously you said you want to be singing, and then at the end your children end up doing that.
Yes, in a way. I mean, when Fletcher was born, it became, I mean, most children react to music, to be fair, and you know, most babies do. But it came apparent quite early on that, you know, where the dancing was concerned, he did have a talent. So by that time, we were already living in Devon. And of course, the dance world down here, lessons and stuff like that, it's very difficult. So I think I probably steered him towards the stage side of things so that he could make his own path rather than, you know, go into our side of the business.
Yes.
And he's done very well, so I think it was a good decision.
Yeah, that's amazing to hear. And obviously you are a quite successful dancer and well-known coach, but there was, I'm sure, a moment when you, as all dancers had, where they're saving money, and, you know, we didn't have enough money when just your stardom started. So the very first thing you saved your very, very hardly earned money for.
Say that again. Sorry, the first thing I say.
So first thing you bought for your really hard-earned money.
Oh gosh, the first thing I bought. Well, I think I started work at the age of 16, and I went to work for a wine and spirit company. So that was the first time like I had my own money. But part of my weekly wage went to my mum and dad, because I just felt that I wanted to try and contribute towards the dancing and all the money that they spent. I know that I got back tenfold of what I gave them. So I think it was probably a dress that I particularly wanted that I saved up for. Nothing very exciting. And then, of course, when I was 17, a car.
Right. And that's all from your earned money, all with your money?
Yeah, well, what happened actually when I bought the car, there was a competition at that time called Miss Ballroom Dancing, which was a competition that was judged on beauty, grace, charm and dance. And at the age of 16, I didn't particularly want to enter it because I wasn't really into the whole contest thing like that. But they were giving to the top 24 girls, they were giving a pair of Levi jeans. Right. And I really wanted a pair of Levi jeans. So I entered the competition. I got into the 24, then I got into the semi-final, then I got into the final, then I actually ended up winning it. So that was great, but the finalists didn't get the jeans. But I did end up with, I did a modelling course in London was one prize, £200 worth of clothing from a factory in London was another prize, and also a holiday voucher. Now, I was so busy dancing that I couldn't use the voucher. So my nan bought the voucher off of me, and then I bought the car.
Oh, that's so sweet.
What a story.
What a story.
What a story.
Yeah. Now, any things you regret or you would change that what you've done as a young girl?
No, I don't think so. I don't really believe in regrets. So no.
Any most funniest thing that you ever done or somebody done to you?
Oh my goodness me. Well, no, I don't know about that. I'd love to have fun in life. So there's just been lots of things. And I think because we're in the dance world, the people that I've met through the dance world, that even whenever we're together, it's just all fun.
Right, that's amazing. Yes, I think we are so lucky, aren't we, to have such a wonderful.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I've been asking now 3 members of our committee, and they were all men, if they think of anything, you know, very beautiful or exciting whilst they drive in the car. All of them said nothing. So now, do you ever think or fantasize about something whilst you're driving along in the car?
I don't think I fantasize about anything. When I'm in the car is probably when I do my organizing of what needs to be done and get like a little pattern in my head of what I need to do. And if there's nothing to organize, then I sing to Barbra Streisand. So
yeah, you see what that's
maybe fantasize about being a big star. Yeah, appearing at the O2.
Yes, but that still sounds a bit of like fun. But none of our men think about anything apparently in the car.
Oh well, they're men.
Very strange answer, I thought. So anyways, maybe it's the men thing and a woman thing.
Yeah, it's a man thing, I think. Yeah, probably.
Yes, and to finish our interview, I asked all of our members the same question. Anything about the BDF? Why did you join? In fact, you are the youngest member of our BDF. You're only a year with us, correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so why? What inspired you to join and how did you...
Well, I think the BDF is a wonderful organisation. Obviously, it's non-profit making and it's there for the dancers. So we all obviously give our time, which again is precious, but it's a way of giving back. I've had a very good life from our wonderful world of dance, and it's a way of giving back, really. And also, of course, like I said before, when finally we get together again at any event that we're involved in organising, it's the teamwork. It's being with these people that just make you happy, make you feel good, and yeah. So to give back, but also, you know, I get a lot out of it. I really enjoy being part of an organisation that is there to help the dancers.
Great. Thank you very much, Cheryl, for joining us for the interview, and we wish you all the very best.
Thank you very much. And you have a good rest of the day.
Yes, great. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, and I hope you like me.